Howdy, folks. It's Jeff Camarda. It is Wednesday, October 28th. It's been a little while since my last video. Good afternoon, good evening, probably by the time you see this. And I just want to give you a quick update. As many of you have noticed, the market's been in a bit of a downtrend lately with a pretty significant sell-off today, Wednesday. Which is widely ascribed to, the market's reminder that COVID is still a significant problem. The numbers are up, across the board in the U.S. and across most of the world. And while this is no surprise to us, we've been predicting that COVID is going to be a deep and enduring problem for a long time. And it's not, again, just this winter, although winter is expected to be the worst time. I'm hopeful that we'll be through this by Christmas of 21, but not overly optimistic. It's just a real intractable problem with profound ramifications for the economy. So again, not surprised. And probably this is not nearly the end of the market volatility, especially as we go into the election. And, I just want to, emphasize two things. Number one, we're watching it very carefully and trying to hedge both sides and being, cautious and very aware of the need to protect client investment money, number one. And secondly, cognizant of the fact that we have, a very difficult needle to thread going forward, and in order to, chart the most productive, profitable, net worth, the protective path as we can. So also, as we go into the election just a week from now, and hopefully there's a smooth transition, whoever wins. And but I want to point out that I really don't see a significantly different economic trajectory regardless of who wins. And my messages are politically agnostic. My personal political views really have no place in these reports. My job is to kind of read the economic and financial tea leaves and try to make the best decisions and best advice for all of you. And there are pros and cons really to both, both candidates in terms of what will happen economically and financially. But I don't really see that much of a big difference. We are in the do regardless, and it's going to be an awful lot of shoveling to get us out, regardless of who is wielding the shovel. And the other thing I wanted to point out is, again, we will get through this. Thank you, my friend and client, for that text this morning about enjoying that report that I wrote with your statements. And I know I've been a real downer, for most of this year. I tell it like it is, like I see it. It's a dark time, and there's going to be a lot of uncertainty and pain to get through it. But we will get through it. I'm very optimistic and a very positive person. This is a very positive country. There's a world of opportunity and potential in the U.S. economy, the strongest economic engine in the world, and the rest of the world. And we will slog through this and emerge stronger and richer in the end. Of that, I have no doubt. The important thing, again, is to be careful with your investment, the investment decisions with which you entrust us, and you careful with your health to get through. I tell you, quick story. We had a small family gathering here last weekend with two of my daughters and my grandsons and some others. And how much of how sensitive I am to COVID risk. And even I became a little bit complacent. Gee whiz, okay, you've been to school, whatever, come over. But we can't allow ourselves to take our eye off of the ball at all. There was one, those of you who've seen the movie Aliens, one of my favorite science fiction movies, there's a line there, I'll sanitize a little bit, but he says, we can't afford to let one of those buggers in here. Stay frosty. We have to stay vigilant and careful in guarding our health, because without that, really the rest of it doesn't matter, does it? How much money we can make for you, or how much, it just doesn't matter. So anyway, with that thought, we will get through this. God bless you. Try not to be too disturbed by the near-term volatility because I think we're going to see a lot more of it. We've got, our hands on the sheets trying to muscle this sailboat through the storm, and I'm confident we'll get through it victorious. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this is Dr. Joe Camarda signing out. Fold the knots. Good night.